Well, what's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Hope everybody's having a great Monday. It is Monday. We're another week closer to the beginning of training camp and ultimately the beginning of the season. And of course, this is the silly season where there's really not much to talk about. And this year, more than any other year, it's been dry. It has been dry as far as an off season. There's been no arrest or drug bust or, major changes on teams or anything like that, big trades. It's been quiet. It's been difficult. And so, of course, if it's been quiet and it's been difficult to find anything to talk about, then you know how it is. You know what the subject is. The Dallas Cowboys and Dak Prescott. Let's be clear here. The Dallas Cowboys, that's it. That's all people care about. Talking about them or trashing them and making a name for themselves. Joy Taylor last week, Dak Prescott doesn't have the ability, and I proved that one way wrong. Way wrong. Because it's not just the quarterback. But be that as it may, I'm old enough to remember some things that you can't say about Dak Prescott or are no longer in style, okay? I'm an old guy. I probably still use old terms that are outdated. But there's many, many Dakisms that you can't use anymore. Because remember when the Dak Prescott was trying to get his contract? Do you remember what they used to say? You can't pay a quarterback. If you pay a quarterback, you can't win a Super Bowl. Do you remember when they used to say that? The Cowboys paid Dak Prescott. They can't win a Super Bowl. Since that time, we've seen everybody getting paid. Lamar Jackson, over 50. Jalen Hurts, over 50. So here it is. Jalen Hurts is now getting paid. They don't say, now that Jalen Hurts has gotten paid, that's going to close the Super Bowl window for them. They can't win. No, not at all. In fact, even Daniel Jones, boy, that sounded bright. Daniel Jones getting paid, and literally it looks like it's leading to Saquon not getting paid and him basically being there for one more year. Of course, nobody says anything about that, even though Daniel Jones got the same contract as Dak Prescott. Yeah, nobody said anything about with Aaron Rodgers getting paid his $50 million deal and it costing him Devontae Adams. Nobody said, Aaron Rodgers getting paid cost them a chance at the Super Bowl because they lost Devontae Adams. No. So that term is outdated. Do you remember when it used to be Dinkin' and Dunkin'? Dinkin' and Dunkin', Dak Prescott, he just dinks and dunks and all. But they were winning. They were winning. Dak started going down the field. Have you heard them use the term dinking and dunking anymore? No. Nope. Only a Dakism. Dinking and dunking. How about winning? Nope, that's not it. Okay, so it wasn't enough that the Cowboys were winning. It was how they were winning with Dak Prescott. They were, for 1 year, not getting a lot of yards per completion. Can't go down the field. Then, when he was going down the field, when he was doing the opposite thing that they said he couldn't do, garbage time yards. That or empty calories. Have you heard them use that with any other quarterback ever? Anyone. Apparently, that term is no longer, it is not cool to use. Empty calories and garbage time. I think if you look at Matthew Stafford's career, majority of which was with the Lions, and they used to say, actually that's another term, but I believe the Lions, which were losers every year, I believe they threw the ball in garbage time more than anybody else. But yet, I don't think that they've ever used that on Matthew Stafford. In fact, I think they say he's one of the fastest ones to 50,000 yards in the history of the NFL. So he should be a Hall of Famer. Is that a garbage time Hall of Famer? Oh, I forgot. That term's not there. That time's not there. Then they started saying an elite quarterback elevates their team, and Dak Prescott doesn't elevate the team. Have you heard that with any other quarterback? Any other quarterback at all? Because I will say Josh Allen, on a great team with great weapons, playing against the Cincinnati Bengals in the playoffs, where they lost the same week. Did he elevate the team? I'll even say Aaron Rodgers, one of the greatest quarterbacks in the NFL, playing against the Lions. The Lions? Yeah. To end the season at home, with the Lions having nothing to play for, nothing, nada, zero, zilch, zingo, couldn't elevate his team to beat the Lions. How about Aaron Rodgers the year before against the San Francisco 49ers in the cold? Did he elevate his team to beat them when they were the number one seed and Jimmy Garoppolo was injured? No. Another one of those Dakisms. And now, interceptions. I'm betting that if Dak Prescott is not one of the top interceptors in the NFL this year, you won't hear anybody talking about interceptions. I remember Colin Cowherd saying things before, and I wish I had the clip, but he said, I don't mind interceptions. You got to let the ball fly. You got to score points. That is, unless you're Dak Prescott. Then, of course, you can't throw interceptions. You know the funny thing? Shout out to Boss Cowboy, because Boss Cowboy is lighting it up on Twitter. Boss Cowboy is putting it out there and putting them on it. Today, he tweeted out, isn't it funny how they basically have another Johnny-come-lately who's always going to be the better guy than Dak Prescott? And somehow they fall by the wayside. Remember how it was? Carson Wentz is a Maserati. Dak Prescott, well, he's just a Corvette. Yeah. Last I checked, Carson Wentz is still unemployed. Remember when it was going to be Kyler Murray? Cowboy fans, I'd take Kyler Murray over Dak Prescott. Or how about Baker Mayfield? Remember Baker Mayfield? Yeah. Baker Mayfield, better than Dak Prescott. And now, as we've gone through with the quarterback tiers, you're seeing ones that have Dak Prescott as a fourth-tier quarterback. You know, it's funny, because now you've got the Justin Herberts and the Josh Allens and, you know, all of these guys that they're saying they're better than Dak Prescott. I even saw one quarterback ranking that had Justin Fields higher than Dak Prescott. Daniel Jones higher than Dak Prescott. It's funny how those are always there. That all these terms go bye-bye and they come up with new ones. But the one thing that stays consistent, Dak is still always there. So as people try and say that Dak Prescott, oh boy, Dak Prescott, this is his last chance. Cowboys are going to move on from him. I'm betting that next year we'll have a new Dakism. And we'll hear the same old story. Window closing for the Cowboys. Dak Prescott, just not the guy. Because there's always a dead time of the year. And there's always the standby to have something to talk about. And that's my quarterback. Yeah. We'll definitely discuss this more later on tonight during our live stream. Hope to see you there, guys. It's always nice to come out here and relax. Peace.